St. Petersburg is celebrating the art of the written word this week as the Sunlit Reading Festival takes place with events all over the city. And one of those events coincides with the release of best-selling author Lisa Unger's newest novel, The Red Hunter. She joins me this morning with details. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Where do we start? The festival? We have the new book.
Gosh, I don't know.
It was funny because we were saying the stars kind of aligned, and you didn't mean for this to happen, for the release of the newest book to coincide with this festival, but perfect timing.
It was, and the Sunlit Festival is something that I wanted to be involved with for the last couple of years. It's a relatively new festival, but I keep trying to make it work, and this year everything just kind of worked exactly right. The release was right at the same time as the festival, and you know, people in the Warehouse Arts District opened their doors to us, and you know, it's just going to be a fantastic party to sort of cap off the festival.
Yeah, so the event is currently going on. Your event is going to be next Tuesday, the same day that this bad boy is going to be released.
Exactly.
So I guess we'll start with the book. Give us a little teaser, kind of what and this is a standalone because you've done series before.
It is. So this is a standalone. The Red Hunter is, you know, of course, a novel of psychological suspense, but it's the story of two women. Both of them have been victims of violent crime, and they've both chosen a very different way forward. One of the characters has decided to turn herself into a fighter, and she's seeking revenge, and the other character has sort of found her way forward through forgiveness and trying to, you know, create a rebirth for herself. So they've taken these two very different paths, but those paths are about to converge, of course.
Yes.
And when they do, they're going to have to face the demons within and demons without. So that's the setup for The Red Hunter.
And by the way, when I was asking where this kind of idea was sparked, you said several years ago you actually took, was it martial arts?
I did. You know, it's interesting because the germ for a novel can really come from anything, and it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, you have the idea and then, you know, it becomes a book right away. In this case, the germ was many, many years ago, maybe even more than 15 years ago, when I was kind of in a dark place in my life, and I found the martial arts, and in studying Kung Fu, I was introduced to a whole new version of myself.
You said it, yeah, it transformed you.
Yeah, someone who was far stronger than I believed her to be. And so it was that sort of journey that I think was the germ for Zoe, who's one of the characters in The Red Hunter.
We have a little over a minute left, but I want to make sure that we mention this artist that you're going to be teaming up with on Tuesday, which is so cool because we were talking about back, you know, art and reading go hand in hand. It's the perfect marriage, and I don't know if we really realize that as much as we should.
It's true. I mean, when you think about like the first story was art on a cave wall, and so my friend Yala Ford, who is a tremendous artist, local to St. Pete, but you know, just exhibited around the world. We have these amazing conversations about the intersection of art and story and creativity, and we just have so much in common personally, even though we have these two really different mediums that we practice. And so we felt like we could take this conversation to the stage and talk about, you know, her process and mine, and just have a super dynamic evening that's about the Red Hunter and about her creative process, and just a big party for everyone.
Oh, so cool. Yeah. So do we need tickets to go, or what's kind of the best way
It's free and open to the public. It's in the Warehouse Arts District. It's a real synergy of different organizations, St. Pete Art Alliance, Tampa Bay Times, the Tampa Bay Business for Culture and the Arts, the Warehouse Arts District, and then it takes place at the architecture firm of friends of ours, the Behar and Peter Anna's, in their amazing event space. So it's going to be a stellar evening.
We'll make sure all the info is on our website. The book, The Red Hunter, comes out on that day as well. You can get that everywhere, right? Imagine books are sold.
Anywhere books are sold, of course.
Lisa, such a pleasure to have you on again.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, and good luck with Tuesday. We know it's going to be a fun night. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Carly.
We'll send it over to Natalie.